We are kicking off our 2026 prediction series today at The Information, which means over the next few days, our reporters will be publishing long form predictions based on their extensive reporting. Today's prediction is that Apple will reverse its AI slump. I want to bring on Aaron Tilley, our Apple reporter who published that piece, to walk us through his thinking. Aaron, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So 2026 is going to be the year of Apple and AI, according to Aaron Tilley. I'm really excited to talk about this. Why do you think
Yeah.
that this is going to happen?
So, yeah, the way I'm thinking about it is that Apple's going to look smart, I think, with their sort of slow and steady approach. That's the way I think about it. And um the way I think it's going to be that primarily it's going to happen because the markets will likely continue to turn on sort of the massive data center build outs we've seen with the rest of the tech industry. And Apple is really the only one that stayed out of that mess. So I think their approach is going to be they're going to look smart how they've taken that, not really jumped into the fray there. And they're going to deliver something in AI that's going to be better than what they had before, and that's going to be enough. Like I don't think they need to be an AI leader, but just their slow and steady approach is going to look like the right one.
Okay. So a lot of this rests on this Siri update that everyone is waiting on. I wonder what you've heard from your sources in terms of progress on this Siri update. Are there things that you're hearing we can expect? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're currently testing out an internal and external AI models to power this improved Siri. I think they're going to rely on external models to get this to improve a lot of its capabilities. And I think that's going to be the right approach because Apple has fumbled time and time again with trying to develop something in-house and it really struggling to master a lot of what they need in AI, which is massive compute and massive data sets. And those are two things Apple doesn't have. So I think relying more on external models was just going to be an inevitability to delivering a better Siri, a better AI experience. And so they're going to lean on that. And I think that will fix some of their problems.
Now, one of the things that we've talked about on this show with you is the fact that whatever Apple does, it still makes most of its money on its hardware, obviously, and its iPhones. And so, one of the questions I have for you is, okay, so let's see this. Say the Siri update comes out, it's great. Let's say Apple looks smart, like you said, they've taken a slow and steady approach. They rely on these external partners. I mean, how much money does this really generate for Apple, in the next year or two? Because I mean, it's not clear to me that people are going to be buying more iPhones, even if Siri is working better, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to result in some massive wave of growth in the iPhone. I do think they'll develop a strategy where they can make money off of third-party AI. I mean, it's the ecosystem play for Apple, where the App Store and selling access to their billion users and their billions of devices out in the world, that they're going to find some sort of service revenue that they can make money from.
Do you have any
So,
ideas on how they could do that at all?
just integration with different AIs. AI, you can choose your AI. You can choose your potentially. This is, I understand, some amount of discussion. Potentially choosing your own AI agent powering your Apple. So maybe not necessarily Siri, and having in making money by offering that access. So just somewhat similar to the App Store, just through AI.
And we obviously know that services is I think the fastest growing category of the business, and so that certainly would help it out there. Last question for you. You didn't talk about this in your predictions, but we've had these executive shuffles at Apple, people stepping away, new people coming in. Do you foresee more of that happening in 2026, or do you think that they've kind of done their shuffling?
I think we're going to see more. I mean, so in February, Apple will be holding its annual shareholder meeting. I think there's going to be some big board changes. Its chairman, Art Levinson, he's going to have to step down now that he's 75, probably. And there's going to be a new chairman. I think there's going to have to be some sort of clarity Apple offers in terms of its succession plans with its CEO. I don't think it's happening imminently like some do. I think it's still potentially a year or two out, but there's going to be some board changes, and Apple, I think, would be smart to provide clarity there to its shareholders and to its employees, because there's just a lot of questions swirling around this company and where Tim Cook stands as its CEO.
Great. Well, Aaron, I want to thank you for coming on. That is Aaron Tilley, our Apple reporter here at The Information.